Hey everyone, Dave Olson here. In this video we're going to continue setting up our blog, and we're going to set up our contact form. If we look at our home page, we'll see there's a contact page here, and if we click that on, we'll see we just get this message that this is where you will set up your contact form. So we're going to do that process right now. Alright, so the contact form plugin that we're using is right here. It is called FS Contact Form. So this is under plugins. A lot of times you'll make these kinds of changes in settings, but for whatever reason this particular plugin is under the settings for it is under the plugins tab. So I'm just going to click on the FS Contact Form options under the plugins tab, and it's going to bring me to the page. And again, just ignore this for now. This is more setup that we have to do, and this is what you're going to see on your new blog until we get these things completed. So we haven't gotten to that yet. So we're just going to ignore that message for now. So we're going to work our way down here to the actual settings page where we'll see our settings for the contact form plugin. So this is set up by default to allow for 4 separate contact forms. So you might have 4 different people that work in your blog that want to have their own contact form. So that's up to you. We're going to set up one, and the rest are going to follow suit the same exact way. So we're working in Form 1, and that's selected right here. I'm going to work our way down. Now this is what's going to print on your page. We're going to leave this as default. You might want to have a special message for your site, but the contact form page, when we're done with it here, is going to say comments or questions are welcome. Down here is the email address that we're going to use, and so you need to put a valid email address. This is where when somebody comes to your site and wants to contact you, this is the email address that this form is going to be using to get in touch with you. So it's got to be something that works. It's not a not a throwaway email address. So I'm going to change this to one of my email addresses, David Blog Success. Now these things are kind of more advanced stuff, and I'm not going to worry about them. If you want your visitors to be able to contact you with an HTML email instead of plain text, then you'll check this off and that kind of stuff. Not concerned about that. The main thing is that when you get the email and are able to take some action on it. So I'm going to just leave all this stuff the way it is, and you can play with it on your own in the future if you want. This is some more more advanced stuff here. This first entry is asking you if you want to have your visitors confirm their email address. So instead of just putting the email address in once and then sending a message to you, you'll make them type it a second time. It's up to you if you want to do that. It might be good for some instances, but I think for just a basic contact form, it's probably overkill, and it'll end up just turning some people away when they see more stuff they got to fill out just to get an email to you. And this is some more advanced. The rest of these are kind of more advanced, and we're not worried about right now. This is an autoresponder email, so when somebody sends you an email, click this off, and they'll get an email directly back from you immediately saying thanks for contacting us. We'll be in touch soon, or something like that. So if you want to use that, you would check this off and put in your message right here. And by default, this form is going to use Akismet spam protection, which we installed in a previous video. It's up to you if you want to turn that off, so all emails will come to you. Having this enabled will filter out some of the emails that you're getting. I would say turn this off and see what kind of email you get, and if you do get a lot of spam, try putting it back on. But I wouldn't want to have a machine telling me that email is not important, because it might be. Akismet isn't always 100% perfect. And this is another nice feature. Allows you to put a CAPTCHA form on it, which will also cut down on some of the spam. So I'm going to leave this enabled by default. I'm going to leave it that way. And we have some more advanced styling and stuff like that down here, which we're not going to play with. Another cool feature here is a redirect after somebody sends you the contact form. If they hit that submit button, you can send them to a different page if you want. So if you have a sales page you want to send them to, you would just put that right in here. I'm going to leave that as is. Silent remote sending is again a little more advanced stuff, and it's going to work the way at the default value, so we're not going to play with that. This is a data export. is a nice advanced feature. It'll allow you to pipe data into another plugin or another process, but again, it's a little bit more than what we need here for this particular video. All we want to do right now is allow somebody to contact you on your site, and you get the email. So that's basically what we're setting up in this video. And down here we have some styling stuff, and going to leave all that as is. Okay, so a lot of this stuff is more advanced, and we're not going to really bother too much with it. We've set up enough now so that we'll be able to create a simple contact form, and someone will be able to come to our site and send us a message or a note or a question or a comment or whatever, and we'll get it. So that's all we're going to worry about in this video. So I'm going to click Update Options now, and that's going to save all the settings we have. And once again, we've got to bypass this message up top here and get down to the plugin information itself. Okay, so this is set up now. This is Form 1. And what I'm going to do is copy this little bit of information right here. This is how you actually get the form into your page. This is just called a shortcode, and it's going to tell WordPress when this page is clicked on to go to this plugin and pull up this form. So I'm going to right-click and save this to my clipboard, and I'm going to head over to my contact page, which is under Pages, and it's called Contact. I'm going to click on Edit. I want to be in HTML mode on this because I'm pasting code into a page, and I always have to be in HTML mode when I'm doing that. So I click on the HTML tab, and this is the message that's currently there. I'm going to overwrite that, and I'm going to right click and paste my shortcode into the form, and I'm going to click on Publish, or Update, I'm sorry, and that's all we have to do. The new page has been created. I'm just going to head out to the site and have a look at it, and there we are. Just a simple contact form. Name, email address, subject of the email, the message, and the captcha code down here, and they'll click submit, and that will get to your that'll send a message to your inbox. So that's all there is to setting up this contact form and getting your contact page created. Thanks for listening.